Hey yo, what is good, everybody? It is the big homie, the Bully King, Grandpappy Play, aka Play All Consoles, back with another stream here on both Twitch and YouTube. Would like to thank everyone for joining me this evening. Also, big shout outs, thanks, and appreciation to the folks checking the VODs out over on YouTube. Again, much appreciation there, and as always, if you enjoy what you see, would appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. So, back here, CastleVania, Order of Ecclesia. Again, I'm butchering the name. Oh, we hit a little bit of an iron plate yesterday, so we're gonna start off today's stream with a little level grinding before trying to retake the boss and hopefully clear it. Um, so I hope y'all bear with me. How do you do this? All right, got that adjusted. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch on over. Make sure YouTube Studios and Creator Dashboard are working correctly. All right, everything is up. Doesn't look like too much of a latency issue today. Let's make sure everything's in the proper place on screen. All right. Skeleton Cave, yes. We found. What is it, 32? Okay. Well, this is not bad experience. I mean, there's going to be something I have to get used to with this game. Certain weapons will only work, or certain weapons work better on certain monsters. I just can't go by stats alone. Which means I'm gonna have to remember shit. That's not good for someone my age. Memory is not a good thing to test for me. I mean, my memory isn't horrible, but having to use brain power after a full day of work is not ideal. How far do I want to carry this? I mean, I am also getting money. That almost, that last hop Wait a second. YouTube? YouTube, what's going on? Hold on. I gotta refresh YouTube. I'm not dropping any frames. Why is YouTube so far behind now all of a sudden? YouTube was good, and now it's not good. Okay, hold on. All right, let's see if it's all caught up now. I'm not dropping any frames, but damn. Two more of you. All right, level up. All right, go save. All right, 39 times, basically 40 times to get to 21. Hold on. Anyone give more than 105? Oh, you suck. $250, but I think you're a boss. You're 150. You are a pain in the ass. 113, 240. No. You're a boss. You're a boss. All right, all right. No, this is our best. This is our best farm for now. Sucks. Damn you! Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep going. It still takes 4 hits to kill him. I wonder, actually. No, we're good on that equipment. Wait a second, hold on. Oh, this is their quests. All right. Oh shit! I wasn't ready for that attack. I keep missing that fourth strike. Get it together here. It's a simple 4-hit combo. There we go. There it is. Alright, I wasn't ready for that attack. That attack I can't swing fast enough for. That's why. Alright, YouTube. Act right now. Yo, Storm, what's good? Congratulations on your first. Appreciate you coming on through. Hopefully you're having a nice day. Appreciate you being here. We just here. We getting good. Getting our levels. Yeah, that particular move sucks. Luckily, 5 more of these guys and we go up another level. Oh, you stupid! How did I... Alright, one more and I go up a level. Alright. 4,300. Alright. Is it still 4 hits to kill this dude? Yes, it is. For 42 of these guys? We can do that. collecting money, so that is also a good thing. Excuse me. Maybe it was my controllers getting warmed up now. Buttons are registering better. I'm getting the combos off. Yeah, that move I'm gonna take damage. Until I can kill him in 2 hits, which is gonna be a while the way this is going. Oops, I didn't mean to change that. Alright. That always distracts me when I do that. Damn it! I need to stop that shit. You know what? No. Are you going to seriously do this every time? Alright, I have to do a heal at least. If you're gonna do that shit and make me take damage, then okay, we got another level up coming. 12 more of you guys. One more. 11. Yeah. It's okay. Another level up. How many hits does it take to kill this dude? It's still 4, I think. Yep, 4. 45 more. You know what? We're gonna see what we can do against the boss real quick. Where's my drink bottle? Storm, toast cheers, kampai, you and all my lurkers, Twitch, YouTube, appreciate y'all. All right, and we're gonna try it with the weapon I got right now. Oh shoot, that's a big axe. Oh damn! Well, that was quick. Okay. Nice. We go save. This is my new weapon for a while now. So what's on the other side? Oh shit. Okay. My dear. Mm-hmm. My plan is complete. Alright, first. Ordinary rock jump a sec. This is my double jump. This is what I needed. So kind of you to say. Okay. First and foremost, this is a villager, but he looks shady as hell. Oh, they're going back to the village, huh? Oh! Oh, yes. All right. Nice. I don't have a... Okay. That's fine. He's just out of range. Oh, well, there went my hearts. what? Oh boy, what is this way? Well, that worked out well. Oh shit. No! No! Okay. I'm glad I saved. Alright. I'm better prepared now. Where's my drink? Okay, that was horrible. Okay. I can do this all day, dogs. And I'll collect all the experience. Wait for everything to come back. Damn it! Circle button. Okay, it needs to be... I need to do something about this. Oh shit! Okay, hold on. All right. Nice. Damn it! Holy shit! I took too much damage there. I don't want to have to use a potion. But I have 4,000 gold. Alright, this is what killed me. Oh shit! Alright, I'll use another potion. There we go. Nice! Nice! Alright. 100%. Let's get the hell out of this place. Where's my drink? I have a feeling if I go back to the village, shit's gonna happen. So you know what? No, we'll go to the village because I can save there. Then we can go and complete the other areas. Damn you! Oh, I love double jump. No, stay. God dang it, button. Alright, you guys. Was there, did I get this chest that was up here? I think I did. Yeah, I did. But we don't give a, oh no, especially when experience is coming right now. And I get a glyph. Powerful rapier, cool. And we're gonna get a level up. It goes faster if I just let it recharge. Dude, that'd be bogus. I need 18 experience points. They give 22. No, okay, the next one goes up. There it is. Level 23, okay. Hello. Yes. Nice. All right. Might as well do the village. Get the story going. Yes, he has returned. Mm-hmm. To Dracula? No, he artificial Dracula. All right. Let's see who all has what for me.
May the light go with you.
Okay, I don't have what you need yet.
Yo, there you are. Later. Welcome. Hey.
Okay, you're the
want to
store.
buy something?
Hmm. Oh, I don't know what the hell that is, but I kind of want both of those. But we'll take these for now. And we'll buy some potions. I need potions. Those are my emergency.
Come back again.
And before I forget, hell yeah.
I wonder if everyone is all right.
Whoops, wait.
Oh, the melody isn't coming to me.
An ode to oh jeez, this dude, Creepazoid. Play upon this.
Good day. Oh, the melody isn't coming to me. Good day.
Alright, so horsehair he needs. Whatevs. What's in here? Nothing. This will be for another villager, I guess. Okay. What you got, homie? There we go.
I forged some good steel.
Yes! Got some more money.
Right.
3 silver ore?
See you later. Right. How is it?
Alright, let's see what he put up in the shop.
Welcome. Hey, you want to buy something?
Iron plate. Alright, the things you... Okay, defense. Iron leggings, still not as good. Actually, wait, one last thing. Lock mind, constitution, and defense. Attack goes down, strength up. No.
Come back again.
Alright, let's save, and then let us look at where I need to go. Alright. The Prison Island. Timo Mountains. Misty Forest Road. The monastery, I still need to figure out what the... Actually, what the hell? YouTube, why are you tripping today? Alright, everyone hold on tight. I gotta think about this, but we're gonna run to a little streamer's room real quick. So hold on, and I'll be back in a hot moment. All right, folks, we are back. Let's go ahead and relubricate the kidneys. We're going to start here because not only do I know there's that one glyph I haven't been able to get, but I believe there's a chest I need to double jump for. So we'll start with this one, and then we'll hit the other levels where I need the double jump. Then we'll go to the next level. That's the plan. I like one-hitting everyone. Actually. I didn't mean to use the hearts. Fool ring? Ring of the Fool. What is it? It only gives me luck. Okay. Alright, so alright, no, that ain't good. That's not good. Whoa! Yo, Mel! Second day in a row with the raid. How you doing? How you feeling? How's it going? Appreciate it. This time you raided while I was here, and not in the little streamer's room. Let's give Mel a little shout out here. Playing a little Minecraft. Yeah, I see you doing another stream. Hopefully you enjoyed your stream. Hopefully it was good. Again, I appreciate the raid. Raiders, welcome on in. If you don't know, I'm playing all consoles, all kinds of games, all kinds of consoles. It's good to see you too, Mel. How was stream? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have fun? Did you win? 4.5 hours? Hello, Violet. We'll call you Violet. Hello. Mom, okay. Well, Mel, if you, like I said, if anyone needs to raid run, I do appreciate the raid, but if you need to raid and run, please do your self-care. Make sure you take care of yourself. Get some yummy food, some tasty drinks, plenty of rest. Anyone that wants to stick around, whether you're chilling, chatting, or lurking, you're more than welcome to. But again, if you gotta go, you gotta go. I appreciate you being along for the raid. And I hope everyone has a great, great evening. Post cheers and kampai for the raid. You know how we do up in here. Nice frosty dope beverage. Get a drink. Yeah, there you go. Get a drink. When you get that drink, if you're still around, come back, let me know. We'll do a toast, cheers, and kampai together. I'm just going through. I just got some new power-ups in this game. So I gotta go double back and go and get some stuff. This is all right. Let's switch back to this. Yes, that doesn't do enough. Yeah, that ain't doing enough. It was supposed to rain today. It didn't. Yeah, it looked rainy today, and last night it was supposed to rain here as well. But I think the storms passed where I was at. I think they went another direction, which I'm not mad about. I got my double jump. You drank the rain. Don't be sorry. I prefer not to have it rain. I may not live in California anymore, but I'm still a Cali kid. I grew up, it never rains in Southern California. I don't, I like sunny weather, no humidity. I don't care about the change in seasons. I you know, when I moved to Chicago, it was like, I like the change in seasons. No. If I want to see fall and winter, I can look at that shit on the TV. I needed that rain. Oh, Mel. Mel's probably got a yard that's all looking yellow and everything. I'm sorry, Mel. I don't feel for you. Like I said, I grew up in California. Yard can be yellow for all I care. Give me AstroTurf. If I ever could afford to buy a house, I'd dig up the whole yard and either have AstroTurf or a rock garden. Screw grass. Screw lawn work. Excuse me. Is the Cali climate pleasant? It is on the coast. Now, if you live in the desert, the high desert especially, it gets hot as hell. If you live in the hills, there's fires every year. If you're scared of the ground moving, I mean, earthquakes are a thing. But if you can get past all that and live in a nice spot, weather's beautiful. People are crazy, but the weather's beautiful. But you 90% humidity and 90. Oh, geez, yeah. See, that's the other great thing about California. No humidity. At least Southern California. It rains in Northern California, but that's almost like a different state. You do have an issue with the it ain't that bad. I mean, granted, most people don't realize earthquakes happen every day in California, but they're the equivalent. I used to tell people when I lived in Chicago, it's the equivalent of having a CTA bus drive across a bridge. That's about it. Now, sometimes they get a little bit more shaky, and then, yeah, those can be a little bit more scary, but, I mean, I lived in California 20 years. Only one major quake I ever felt. A few others I feel a little rumble, but most of the time, if you're there long enough, it was always funny. You could tell who the tourists were, because you'd be walking around or something, and then someone would be like, "Did you feel that? Did you feel that?" No? Oh, it turns out it was like a 3.0 quake. They're not from around there, so they're going to feel that, and they're going to get scared. That ain't nothing. Ground, that, like I said, I've only felt one of those kind of quakes, and I luckily was an hour or so away from where it happened. Those don't happen all the time. And usually after a big quake, the building codes get all redone. All the new buildings that get built up to code, and then that you have less damage. Now, granted, if a 9 ever hit, yeah, nothing's surviving. But when's the last time you heard of a 9.0 quake hit in California? I think the big one in Frisco was like an 8-some. And that was 100 years ago. In fact, I think the only quake I've ever seen footage of where the ground was moving and opening after the quake was the one in Japan. That one, now that looks scary. Worst quake ever. 5 is nothing. Of course, if you was a kid, then yeah, that could. Well, no, because I was a kid. Like I said, I grew up in California. 20 years. It was not. It wasn't. It was more fun than anything else. It wasn't a natural. Now, see, I don't know all the fault lines in the States, but I know there's fault lines in the Midwest. There's one south of Chicago that like almost never moves, but when it does, everyone freaks the fuck out. And I think there's one or two on the East Coast. A local okay, that's not an earthquake. An explosion happens and it's done. I'm talking earthquake where it lasts like anywhere from like 20 seconds to like a minute and a half. The 94 Northridge quake, that one lasted like about a minute and a half, I think, that I felt it. Now, at the epicenter, I think it lasted like 2.5 minutes. That's an earthquake. That's an explosion. That's not an earthquake. Now, I've heard of some funny ones. I think there was one in it was either LA or in Japan. It was during one of the, I think it was during a concert. And the crowd stomped so much that it actually, I ain't gonna say it triggered it, but they were stomping and the Richter scale recorded the stomping, but immediately after an actual earthquake happened. It was a small one, but it was like the crowd triggered an earthquake. That was funny. You grew up in the middle of a plate, you didn't get any earthquake. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. Alright. Still 96.6. That one glyph, that's right over here. I gotta figure out how, I gotta get the right weapon. Look, I prefer earthquakes to hurricanes and tornadoes. I heard a comedian say it best once. An earthquake, you don't know it's coming. And before you know it, it's all done. And all your shit is in one pile. A response from... Mel, please don't be starting no shit out there. Anyway, to continue the joke. Yes, an earthquake, your shit's in one pile, it's over before you know it. Hurricanes and tornadoes and shit like that, you got advanced warning. Sometimes a week in advance. Alright? You still can't do shit about it. But when it hits, one, you gotta leave. And then hope when you come back, your shit ain't spread over 3 fucking counties. Okay? The Wizard of Oz started off with a tornado and took someone to a whole new land. No, give me an earthquake every day of the week. You love going for walks in tropical... Okay, you're just crazy. Fuck that. Tropical storm pick your ass up and take you somewhere. You're asking for tips to get started. Okay, cool, Mel. I mean, you could have asked me, but that's okay. I'm not going to get offended. You could have asked Vivi. You could have asked a bunch of people. You know a bunch of VTubers. Oh, shit. Shit, let me look at the map. That's what I wanted to do. You're going to... Okay, then! Near a prison... Alright, Misty Forest Road. That's where we're going to go next. We'll start here. Rookie, you tried to... Look! When I started, I was actually a noob, and I was going into streamer streams, and I'd ask questions. I actually caught a couple of bans because people thought I was self-promoting, which is fair. But I was asking, you know, what about this? What about that? How do you do this and this and that? And some questions, now that I know better, can't be answered. But, you know, I was in, you know, streamers. They're not as big as they are now, but they were still big streamers. And some of them, you know, would brush me off. Some of them would answer questions. Some of them, the mods would come straight guard dog. Banned. No self-promotion. I wasn't self-promoting. I want to know. That's why, if you notice, if people ask me a question, I will try to honestly help them. with the best answer that I can give. But yeah, I remember being a rookie. Let's see. You love thick fog, but you suspect, you know, when we had thick fog in California, we break out the laser tag. I don't know if they even have laser tag in it. We break out the laser tag guns and go play in the fog. That's what we did. Need to see this response. Going to post it. I asked any advice you would give me. Give you on what? Okay. Don't do school. Stay in bed. Get 8 hours of drugs every day. You're going to need to ask more. Yeah, I was about to say. Any advice you would give me? I mean, that was a very vague question. You know what? I give that answer a 10 out of 10. That's premium smart ass answering. I'm sorry, Mel. Yeah, you do need to be more specific. You're going to ask a question, it's going to be like, well, can you... Advice about what? Don't do school, stay in bed, 8 hours of drugs every day. And that is the problem. When you first start, you really don't know what questions to ask. If anything, what I would say, and do this with a grain of salt, YouTube has a ton of videos of VTubers trying to cash in and giving advice on how to be a VTuber. Watch those. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt, but it does help you form actual questions that people can help you with. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Because when you first start out, especially if you're VTubing, but even with streaming, you don't know what questions to ask. So I would watch all these quote-unquote tutorial videos, because you do get some information from them, at least enough to ask actual questions that matter to you. But it has to be good sun, not that humid sun. That dry air sun, that's the good stuff to drink. I'm just saying. But yeah, no, it gives you a foundation to figure out what questions you want to ask. And don't worry about doing it right. The thing about streaming, about VTubing, any of that, any content creation, you got to figure out what works for you. There is no universal answer for that. That's an answer that no one could give me, that they knew they wanted to, like, people knew they wanted to tell me that, but they didn't know how to express it. Dry heat is a myth. Bullshit. Dry heat is the truth. Dry heat is the truth. Between Southern California and the Midwest, the dry heat is the truth. And I will explain in a very simple method. If it's 100... Jelly! Yo, what's good? Welcome on in. Jelly, I know you don't stream, but we're going to give you a shout out anyway. Let me tell you the simplest way that you know that dry heat is the truth. If it's 100 degrees outside, in a humid area or in the desert, in a dry heat, you could stand underneath a tree in the shade and cool off. You cannot do that where it's humid. Easiest way to explain it. Easiest way to explain dry heat versus humid heat. If it's 100 degrees in Southern California, I can stand under a tree, I can stand under an easement, I can stand under anything that provides shade, cool off almost 15 degrees instantly. And if a breeze comes through, man, you got it made. In the Midwest or anywhere else where it's humid, as soon as you go outside, you feel like you're getting waterboarded. All right, Mel, go get your soft drink. I'm just educated. As someone who has lived in both sets of climates, I'll take dry heat any day of the week. Any day. Jelly, welcome on in. I'm just yapping away. We having. Oh wait, you know what? Jelly came in. I didn't toast. Cheers and kanpai. Let me grab my refreshing adult beverage here. Toast to everyone. Say hi to Jelly. Also, for all my lurkers chilling with me, I appreciate y'all being here, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Hey, while we're here, got to show out the Twitter new Twitter poll for what game I play next week. We do have a vote, but if you want to see something on the list, go and cast your vote now, or at least before Sunday. All right, here we go. Look, I need you to die. Here we go. Someone who experienced thermal sensation 150. Yeah, no. Yeah, humidity. No, dry heat. Like I said, it isn't that it's. No, it is better. Fuck it. Dry heat is better. Like I said, you can stand in the shade. You ain't got to worry about no humidity pocket or whatever. I mean, what was it last year, the year before, there was a hurricane that came up the coast of Mexico. Oh God, my mom would not let me hear the end of it because the humidity actually came up in the Southern Cal. My mama does. Most places in California don't have air conditioning. My mama doesn't have it. When I lived there, I never needed air conditioning. But when that hurricane came up the coast, now it didn't even come up to California, but it brought humid air up, and man, my mom was bitching at me. She called me up and says, "How the fuck do you live in this shit? This is some garbage. I don't like it. I hate this." I was like, Mama, calm down. You get it once every like few years, maybe. I get this shit every year for months on end. Yeah, my mom was not happy. All right, let's see if I can make this jump. They do not want me to make this jump. But I did fill in the map, so that's good. I can't get through there. Welcome back, Mel. Diet orange soda. Hey, you know what? You missed it, but we're going to do another one of toast, cheers, and kanpai for Jelly coming on through, hanging on out. Appreciate all y'all being here. Like I said, on Twitch and on YouTube. Go and vote on the Twitter poll if you can. I think I made a YouTube post. Someone check if I made a YouTube post. If I didn't, I need to make one. I keep forgetting about that. Toast, cheers, kanpai. Alright. There is an area I can't get to. I need a special ability for that. Alright, so we're going to go to the next map. No. Alright. There's a prison island. Alright. We're going to the prison island. That one's going to be the easier one to do. Because, I mean, I got it registered on the map. But I can't jump that high yet.
Let's play, cute little kitty.
She called me a cutie kitty. 25th time. Well, that's the great thing about Metro. If you're I'm assuming you're talking about the game.
Take this.
Metroidvanias, they're known for exploration. I like that. It does get the brain thinking some. I said the prison island, right? Yeah. Which one is the faster way there? It's gonna be this side. The other side is a shorter distance. Well, wait. No. I still gotta go down and around to get up. Okay, this side will be faster. Hold on. Oh, you know what? No, it'll still be faster because I can do the warp from there to here. That'll skip all of this stuff. And I could just go boom, 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 boom. It would have been the same either with this one too. Well, I would have gone through 2 straight. That's good. Hold on, what's Jelly saying? You missed dry heat. You can vouch for that. You standing under a shade was. Uh-huh. Except for Iowa, 3 seasons of snow, a season of summer. I've been to Iowa. Very flat. I went there 2010 for a friend's wedding. It was in October, so it wasn't so bad. I mean, it wasn't snowing. It wasn't too humid. But it was a lot of emptiness. Driving from, like, you know, out by Chicago, out that way, that was a lot of emptiness. You love that Goldilocks? That's Southern California. That's what I'm talking about. That Goldilocks just right. Where I lived, area code 805, zip code 93030. Average year-round temperature 72 degrees. Almost no humidity. There was a group called Tony. They made a song called It Never Rains in Southern California. It damn near literally only rained 3 times a year. In the desert. And okay, Idaho, I guess I don't know if I would call Idaho a desert. I mean, it's mountainous, rocky. I guess you could say like it's a high desert. When I think desert, I think of the Mojave. Okay, Death Valley. That's what I think. Palm Springs, 29 or 21 Palms, the military base. That's what I think of when I think of desert. Elder Scrolls Arena. I've never played Elder Scrolls. But don't be scared. Look, if you're gonna play a game, don't be scared of it. Be scared of wasting the money, but don't be scared of playing a game. Idaho. I didn't think. No. Idaho is the land of potatoes. But I think mountains and all them arches and shit. That's what I think of when I think of Idaho. I don't think desert. Yeah, white area. Okay, I can see that. I think like rocky terrain. That's what I think of when I think of Idaho. We're going up. Potatoes, onions, and sugar. Yeah. Alright, the Invisible Man, you just look creepy, dude. Sagebrush. I'm not a vegetation person. Again, like I said, SoCal. Any vegetation that we have is dried up and it calls for forest fires. Pretty much. Alright, here's where I needed to go. There we go. Hold on a second. I'll get to chat in just a moment. So we saved another villager. The Eternal Blit dude. Okay, you're already dark and creepy. The chef! Already by profession, he's one of my favorite characters in the game. But how do I say I'm a foodie without saying I'm a foodie? I mean, come on. Okay, cool. A snack. And we got a treasure chest. Tower ring. What's a tower ring do? Hold on. I'm going to get to y'all in a moment, chat. Let's like... Alright. This is probably something... Some of these rings look like shit. Whoa! Y'all moving. Hold on. Let me catch up. Brazil is crazy too. People think it's all beaches. Okay, I don't know who thinks... When I think of Brazil, I do not think of... yeah, Brazil does have a big coastline, but I think of the Amazon rainforest. And I think, God, that's got to be a lot of humidity. Sagebrush. Wait, isn't that like just tumbleweeds? Sagebrush, that's tumbleweeds. Amazon used to make stuff like computers. What? Yeah, tumbleweeds. Yeah, we had those out in the desert too. They're nothing. They weigh nothing. They're basically giant-sized dandelions that turn into those big old puff balls and then blow in the wind. Except they're much bigger. Much bigger. All right, Jelly, thank you. You have a great day at work. I appreciate the lurk. Everyone, wave bye to Jelly. Wish Jelly a great day at work. Appreciate you coming on through. I appreciate the lurk. I'm gonna be playing for a little, another hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe. It depends on how much progress I make. Tumbleweeds, no, they can't be. If you're on foot, they are annoying. If you're in a car, they ain't shit. How do you spell it? Tumblr. Tumblr is a website. Tumbleweeds are different. What a tumbleweed is in Wyoming? Nah, okay. I've never been to Wyoming. There's a lot of the Northwest I have not been to. But I've seen tumbleweeds. Whoa, Jelly, thank you so much for the biddies. You know, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Please take care of yourself first and foremost. Times are hard out there. Why does my biddy thing always look so off? It always looks so off, and I don't know. I'm gonna need to fix it one day. Shine, there was a wicked windstorm. Well, that's the thing. Like I said, they don't weigh nothing, so even the slightest wind will blow them all over the place. As opposed to Reddit weeds, Twitch. I don't deal with none of them weeds. Hold on, let me check my map percent. All right, this map is 100%. So we got the mountains. This one we already checked. This one we know we can't do yet. Alright, so we gotta go to the mountains. So let's get out of this level. Hold on. Make sure there ain't no... Well, no, it said 100%. Ooh, excuse me. I love being on a much higher level. He's making a joke about, you know what? I've been around the internet. I did not. Hold on. What's this? Okay, we grabbed something. I actually did not participate in a whole lot of that stuff on the internet. Tumblr, Vine. I looked at DeviantArt a little bit. Like, I knew of them, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I was very wary of social media back in the day. Alright, Taimo Mountains. This is where we need to go. Alright. So this was the double jump area. This is where I couldn't do anything. We're going to do that now. Actually, we're going to do that after I hit the little streamer's room. I got to make a little game of water. We're going to stop by the fridge and refill the drink bottle. So everyone take this moment. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms, get you a snack, grab you a tasty beverage, and I'll be back in a hot moment. Behave! Mel's lurking, but I'm looking at Mel. Behave. BRB. Alright, folks, we are back. We done refilled the drink bottle. Violet, I might need to keep you around. You can keep Melody in line. And yes, Mel is worse on the Gremlin stream. Vivi. although, to be fair, me and Mel and a few others team up to pick on Vivi, but Vivi deserves it. Wait, make sure. I gotta be careful what I say anything about Vivi because Cadzilla will rat me out in a heartbeat. Cadzilla will clip me and then weekend comes and all of a sudden Vivi's hearing me talk shit. Not that I'm scared. Yes, she is a gremlin. I've known this for over 4 years. Anyway, toast, cheers, and kampai to everybody chilling with me. Whether you chilling, chatting, lurking, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube, I appreciate each and every one of y'all here. Toast, cheers, kampai. All right. You know, it just dawned on me. Violet, Ashley. Ashley, do you prefer Violet or Ashley? I'm sorry. I saw the first part. I'm trying to look at the screen, look at Twitch, look at YouTube. I just now caught your full name. My apologies if I called you something you didn't want me to call you. So if you prefer Violet or Ashley, please let me know. All right. Let's Oh, I hate these guys. Oh, I can kill him in one hit. I love him now. All right. Couldn't choose when you was younger. Change your middle name to Faye. Adorable little pony, a purple. Okay, that's fine. I just want to know, do you prefer V? I see Mel calls you V. I was just asking what I try to call people what they want to be called. I'm old though, so sometimes. Ah, you son of a bitch. Oops. V, Violet, okay. That, oh, I almost made that. Vi, okay. Vi. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Again, I'm old, so sometimes things take a while for them to register. There we go, we made it. This is what I needed to do. Here we go. And you fuckers like to poison people. Yes, I am Grandpappy. Some folks call me Pappy. Some call me Play. Consoles. I had some people call me Souls. I had one person call me Alcon. You can call me whatever you want as long as it doesn't get me banned. Doesn't get either of us banned. I don't want to get no bans, please. Ah, you son of a bitch. Do I have... I have an antique venom. Let's use that. Thank you so much, Vi. You might be my favorite now. You might be my favorite. Mannerisms. Oh, look, I like to play. I have been playing. Let me break it down like this. Mel, only reason you're too young for the group is I'm the old. Look. I am the founding member, and creator. The old gamer standing against nonsense and stupidity, aka the brotherhood of the OG Sans. Those that follow anime, they get the joke. But just so you know, I ain't gonna give my age out there, but my family, my mom, my sister, my dad, when he was alive, rest in peace, have been playing video games for over 45 years. Like I said, my younger sister has also been playing video games for over 45 years. Think about that for a moment. Alright, we going this way. Any more of these stupid spiders that want to poison me? No? Okay. Oh, shit! Oh, damn! Mel, that's not the only time you've made a 6-7 joke, youngster. Don't be telling no, don't be trying to stretch the truth or nothing like that. Bro, was ancient spells were it? No, that's my parents. You didn't know. You was trying to stretch the truth. You trying to stretch the truth. That ain't the only 6-7 joke you've made. I didn't lie. Lying by omission is still a lie. Don't try to use any of that courtroom nonsense on me here. God dang it. How did you admit? Tell about the other times you made 6, 7 jokes. Simply didn't remember. Now Mel's trying to claim the age card. No, that don't work here. Farming. You know, we had aura farming before the kids called it aura farming. Alright. That's called being badass. Simply didn't remember. That's a likely excuse. I have a dude at work. I done told you about the genius I have at work. He likes to pull that shit. I didn't remember that. No, get the fuck out of here. Don't be that guy. Mel, don't be that guy. Ooh, that double jump. I love that double jump. You know what? There we go. Vi, I appreciate you coming on through. Get you some rest. I know about getting... Look, my time, I have to get up at 4 in the morning. On 4 or 5... It's like a couple of weeks. And while I haven't fallen asleep on stream recently, I have fallen asleep right after stream. Wake up and be like, fuck. Go to sleep for a couple hours, get up for work. It sucks. So get you plenty of rest. Appreciate you stopping on by. But I might need to attach you to the ankles. Like we're gonna make you into an ankle bracelet for Mel to keep Mel behaved in my stream. There's a difference between someone with ADHD not remembering shit and that jackass. Yeah, I mean, yes, but I can make the comparisons. Especially if it annoys you. Alright, Vi. Everyone wave bye to Vi. Vi, we're gonna give you Unk. You know, the term Oji-san in Japanese can mean old man, uncle, or grandfather. All three apply. That's why the joke is the Oji-san's joke. Rest well. Appreciate you being here. She calls me look, I look at unks and call them cute because they're young. Like these VTubers, they call themselves hags. You're younger than my younger sister. I always get a kick out of that. Okay, so now Japanese culture is huge in Brazil. You know, it's huge everywhere, but I've learned to not expect everyone to know it. All right, we're in a new spot. This is gonna take me back. That's cool. Japanese culture is huge everywhere, but the world is a big place. So I try not to expect anything from anyone. That's an easy way to lead yourself to disappointment. I don't expect anything. People shouldn't expect anything from people they don't know. Really? That I did not know. I would have to check that. I would have to check that out. I would have to look that up because that, I mean, I grew up on the West Coast. We have a huge Asian population there. Japanese, Chinese, Filipino, all of Southeast Asia. You would almost count the West Coast, and I'm not just talking like United States West Coast. You go up even into Canada, huge Asian population. So I wouldn't think of Brazil, but I'd have to look that up. Anyway, Vi, go to bed. I will look it up. I will look it up. Trust me, I'm a researcher. I will look things up. Whole Japanese. I will look it up. Go to bed. Look at this. I'm all yelling at the youngins now. Abby Patty with the words. How it feels to be stupid as fuck, but at least you don't use Chat GPT. The idiot I talk about at work, he is a big AI person. He uses Chat GPT for everything. He's talking to it all day at work on the phone. And I'm like, why are you this stupid? Mel, I've told you about this person, so you already know. Okay, we got a foggy area. We don't want to go there yet. Oh, he thinks plenty. He just thinks wrong. All right, we are exploring some stuff here. He thinks he thinks. Oh, hello. Okay, I see what this is. I need whatever special ability is for this. No. He's Mel, special doesn't even begin to describe. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. I need that monkey for something, apparently. You know, that reminds me, Mel, you remember the one young person that used to come to my YouTube and just AI everything? Just glaze AI and all that? I haven't seen that person in a while. I almost miss him. He was funny. That was a hilarious young person. Yeah. All this talk about AI reminds me of that guy. Grandpapa's amateur researcher. I look. Call me weird. Call me strange. Call me eccentric. But I'd like to have at least some idea of what I'm talking about before I spill shit out my ass. I mean, that might not be a common thing, but I'd like to have at least some idea of what I'm talking about before I just start talking out my ass. I ain't got no problem saying that I don't know something. You know. Hey, we got a warp spot. Nice. Alright, so now, if I look at this map, we're at 61%. Well, Mel, that is a good thing to do. That is something that it seems rare in many cases, talking to folks. Doesn't matter if they're young or old. I mean, I will pick on young folks for a lot of things, but that's a universal thing nowadays. Supposed to be. Common sense ain't so common anymore. That is an unfortunate reality that we live in. But yeah, I stick to what I know, but if I learn something new, I try to research it a little bit. All right, we got a couple spots. Hold on. Door right here, not a save. Oh, hello. I see, I see, I see. Oh. How to not get burnt? Okay, look. Mel, I just gave Mel a shit talking about this. Burnt out on what? You gotta be more specific. And now I know what I need to do with this. Less likely to be blown away. Boom. That isn't working the way I want it to. Let me think about this. Yeah, Jelly, you got to be more specific. Burnt out on what? Burnt out on work, burnt out on streaming, burnt out on talking to people. Everything is different. Burnt out on work. All right. I have been burnt out from work in which I have changed professions. I am an attention deficit. Please pay attention. Someone says that to me, I'm not paying them any attention. Jelly me, when it comes to work, first and foremost, do you like what you do? Because the fastest way to burn out is to do stuff you don't like. And then overworking yourself at a job you don't like or a profession you don't like adds to it. Now, granted, you got to make the money. But if you're working at a profession that you don't like, I'm saying profession because you can you could do a profession that you like and work at a place that sucks. I've done that as well. I just changed jobs. But if you're working a profession you don't like and it's only for the money, build your skills and find something you do like. Now, I ain't saying be irresponsible and just start quitting every job in the world because you got to make your money. By trade, I am a technician, electrical, mechanical, pneumatic, hydraulic, prototyping. I currently work in a warehouse. And it's brain dead work, but I can brain dead work. The worst part about where I work is that the people suck. I work with idiots. Does not require much brain power, so there's a lot of idiots that work there. And it's not climate controlled. So during the summer, I'm suffering. I am thinking about getting back into the technical field only because all the toys I want to buy are getting more expensive. And streaming doesn't cover the cost of buying new games, new consoles, new technology, new parts for the PC. It doesn't cover all that anymore. Other than that, my boss is cool. My general manager, he was cool, but he actually they just hired a new one, so he's going to be sticking around for a few months to train the new one or bring him up to speed. I'm not sure about the new GM yet, so I might have to leave because of that. Okay, you got bills to pay. Stop throwing biddies at me if you got bills to pay, damn it. Thank you for the biddies. The biggest thing is if you ain't got the money to spend, stop spending it on frivolous things. You'll feel less inclined to have to or need to or forced to work at a place you don't like if you're not spending all your money on frivolous things like Grandpappy. You want to help Grandpappy out? Subscribe to the YouTube, vote in the Twitter poll, and just lurk so I can get the ad revenue. You ain't got to spend no money on Grandpappy. I ain't one of them streamers that's going to beg you for money. I need your support. You need to send me some... No, fuck that. Times are tough. Times are hard. People everywhere are getting squeezed. Just being here. Let me collect that ad revenue. I ain't lying. It ain't much. I think for every ad that I play, and you notice I don't play many ads. I run my Twitch like the YouTube would do it. YouTube, I'm not monetized, so there's no ads on YouTube. But when I do get monetized on YouTube, ads at the very beginning, and as long as you don't leave, look, with Twitch, if you come in, yeah, you got to sit through all the stupid fucking ads. But as long as you don't leave the channel afterwards, unless Twitch changes it, there are no ads afterwards. Because I ain't trying to make anybody do no subscribes and all this. There ain't enough people here for all that. Ain't enough people here for all that. If I had 1,000 viewers, then yeah, then it would make a much, much better sense to run ads and get subscriptions and get gift subs and all that. No, look. Y'all can look at the viewer count. I ain't ashamed to look at my viewer count. This is one of the higher viewer counts, damn it. I'm looking out for the peoples. I'm looking out for y'all. Alright. I get to where I have 20, 30, 40 viewers. If my CCV was 20, 30, 40, then I can run ads. Then, you know, there's a chance someone wants to throw gift subs out and get everyone all subbed up, and they don't have to see ads. I get some revenue. Everyone gets commercial free. I don't have that. I ain't trying to milk every single person dry. I got a job that pays my bills, keeps a roof over my head, gas tank in the vehicle, food in my fat ass belly. This is entertainment. Try to be entertaining, because Lord knows you try to watch TV, cable bills are expensive. Going to the movies is expensive. Buying video games is look. That's a sensitive subject. Let me get back to figuring out how to do this. Alright, there's a problem with this. Less likely, but that isn't doing anything. Hold on, let's see something here. Yeah, no, I'm not up there long enough. So there's something else that I need to do. Let me see how to become VTuber. Forgetting out. No, I look. I've been doing this over 4 years, Mel. I still forget to unmute my mic. I think I got everything. Yeah, OBS does. I was talking to Hobbit about that. Hobbit has not been having a good time with OBS. He actually hates it very much. It is one of them things. Hold on, he used a glitch there. I wonder if I can steal that. Oh, you son of a biscuit! Mel, have you seen my backgrounds? All right, we'll use those. I actually have them. Mel, how many VTubers you know don't have a just chatting screen? I can wait. Okay, hold on. I gotta. You don't yet? I have not had one in the almost 5 years I've been streaming. Never had a just chatting stream. Ooh, nice. Y'all need to give me. There we go, a save room. Nice. All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm getting y'all ain't getting a chance to do me like this. Okay, we have 2 ways to go. Here we go. Okay, we got another villager. Marcel. I work with a dude named Marcel's. Wizards. Witches and wizards, strange magic, horrors of monsters. Marcel, my good man, welcome to. Who's he talking to? Himself? Talking in third person? The Rock or something? I'm a journalist. Yes, yes, yes. We got that. Mm-hmm. Stupid. That's what I would say. A beautiful witch, and please don't take offense. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's a smooth talker. Ban this guy. Ban this guy. Entrances remote village. There we go. Oh, jeez. Ban this guy. All right, so we do have. Okay, hold on. Let's go to the village. We're gonna save. Actually, we're gonna get hearts and we're gonna save. What time is it now? I can do a little bit longer. I don't need to talk to him right now. Actually, what?
Got any good stories?
Here's a question. Maybe there's a quest I can get done. A total president because I work for the government, fool. On a totally unrelated note, he's gonna pry. Uh-oh, a little deal. A different story, huh? What kind? Oh shit! Hold on. The cave troll. Hmm. That was the one I ran it. Okay, I know exactly who.
I'll be counting on you again.
All right. We save. And then, hold on, before we do anything. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. The mountains we still need to do. Misty Forest Road we still can't do. Monastery we still can't do. Alright, we are still doing this area. We're going to come back. Because there's this area. I think this whole area is connected. So we'll do that. I can't get through there, which would take me to up here. 81.3. Okay, we're doing pretty good. All right, let me hit the little streamers room real quick. Everyone, hold tight. Back in a hot moment. All right, folks, we are back. Let's go ahead and re-lubricate the kidneys. We're gonna try to max out as much of the Timeo Mountains as we can for this stream, and then we can start the next stream on the newer level. That's the plan. We'll see how much of that plan I can do. Tally ho. Excuse me. Oh, we got another one of these. Okay. Okay. We'll take our time. Ooh. Okay. Why, what's the point of this being here? I wasted hearts. Cave troll. Am I supposed to take a picture of this dude? Hold on. All right. Oh, I see now. I know how to catch you. Everyone outside running there. Okay, you know what? The hell with you. Let's go back to this dude and see if this is what he needed.
Yeah.
There we go. Mm-hmm. Sports magazine? What? That makes no sense. 6,000. Let me take more pictures for you, homie.
This is got any good stories?
Jersey
I'll
Devil.
be counting on you again.
Okay, I don't know. Okay. Anything good at the general store? I do need some
Welcome.
potions.
Hey, want to buy something?
Sure, why not? Yeah, no.
Come back again.
All right. Let's get back to doing what I was gonna do, because yeah, this area will connect. Yeah. Actually, I don't need to wait for these guys. You used a glyph last time. I want that. Call forth Ignis. Nice. Whoops. All right. Nice. Max up. Cool, 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 cool. All right. So if we look at this map, there's a secret way through. I need to, or 98%. Okay, so yeah. That would be these two spots. That's the same. Whatever power it is, it's the same one I need to get through there. I still don't know about this one. All right. We're actually done in this area. All right. Somnus Reef. All right. I was about to start, but we are going to call it here. I don't I don't want to end on a boss fight like I have the last few streams. I'd rather end on a start of a new level. So we are going to call it there for tonight. I'm going to find someone to raid out here on the Twitch side. While I'm doing that, looking for someone, I do want to thank everyone for being here, hanging on out, chilling, chatting, lurking. Mel, thank you so much for the raid. Let me see what you doing here. Oh. Oh! Hello! I know exactly who I'm going to raid. I'm surprised she's not streaming herself. Make sure I got the name right. All right, we're going to raid Zed, who has a special guest that some of you may know. Show Zed some love. Again, I thank everyone for being here. Until next time, y'all be good, be safe, stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Most of all, stay awesome. I hope to catch y'all here next stream. And until said such stream, peace out.